Hi, Kings Mountain. We're back with updates with the city manager. I'm Jim Palenick, your city manager, and today we really are just going to do some updates. We've had some projects going on, and we wanted to let you know how some of them are going. So you may recall that earlier in the year we talked about a really large, significant amount of road improvements and paving that would be going on in the community. Actually, $1.9 million worth. Well, throughout the summer and the fall, you probably saw an awful lot of that work go on. There was milling, there was resurfacing, there was paving improvements throughout the city. And I'm very pleased to report that at this point in time, of that $1.9 million worth of work, we are virtually complete. So the major portion of it, a very large contract, is fully done. It's entirely complete. And the only thing that remains at this point is simply two street sections. One is Chancellor Street, one is Dilling Street. The Shelby asphalt firm still has to complete those. They tell us they should be done by no later than the first week in January of 2024, and then the entire project will be complete. Very excited about that. Really have to express a lot of thanks to the community for having the patience as we work through that, but now I think you should be seeing the fruits of those labors. An awful lot of good quality new pavement is now down. The other thing we wanted to mention is some additional significant paving work will also go down in the spring. The North Carolina Department of Transportation will be fully repaving King Street within the city of Kings Mountain from Cleveland to Pfeiffer, and that'll all get done in probably March and April. So fairly significant, well-traveled portion of our community. Look for that work to get done during that time frame in the spring. And some of those areas that people have probably noticed that have a lot of sort of bad patches and things along there, all those will be fixed in advance, and then that will get a whole brand new surface coat of paving. So look for that coming up. Also, we had some issues here in the last couple of months with some taste and odor problems with our water. I can also report that those are now done and behind us as a result of the recent significant rains, the cooler climates, as well as some of the flushing that we've been doing, the ongoing treatment with carbon. That problem is no longer in effect. I think you should be seeing us entirely back to normal. So we're excited about that. We had worked very closely with the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality. We continue to monitor that. We did various kinds of things, including flushing, including cleaning of tanks, and we feel much better about that. And we'll continue to keep a very close eye on that so that those kinds of problems hopefully will not occur in the future. And if so, will be much shorter lived and much less in actual impact. Also wanted to note that some people have wondered what is going on the piece of land on Gold Street immediately across from City Hall. That is a parcel of land, about an acre, that the city has recently purchased. We've engaged in cleaning and clearing that site, and we have plans in place, including a fully developed plan that we're following to hopefully build a 76-unit, 4-story boutique hotel and up or higher end steakhouse. And it will be something that will be invested in and owned by and operated by the private sector. But the city itself will be developing a $4.5 million, 150 space public parking deck across the street next to City Hall that will support the hotel and the steakhouse, as well as providing additional parking for downtown and support parking for City Hall. We are now starting to talk to Cleveland County to see if that they will partner with us on some of the financing aspects of that project, and we're very excited as that hopefully moves forward. But I know a lot of people are questioning what's going on there. We're also working closely with the Historic Foundation and the museum. They own the land next to us. We'll be improving some of their lands. We'll be helping them to actually move the Cornwell House so it's a little farther away from the hotel. It's better landscaped, and it's in better proximity to their existing buildings. So again, look for that project to move forward here in the next number of months and years and have a real impact on downtown. Finally, we also wanted to mention that the very large Dixon Ridge redevelopment project was recently approved as for rezoning and a development agreement by the City Council. That's a 384-acre mixed-use, strategically planned project in the southwest portion of our community, currently in the ETJ, soon to be annexed and become part of the city. Will support both residential as well as office and industrial. A very exciting project that's coming forward to our city in terms of high quality economic growth. Also in that area will be a significant entertainment district surrounding the Two Kings Casino. We can also report that all indications from the Catawba tribe is that they will begin early in the spring with their permanent resort casino that will include over 400 hotel rooms, as well as a very large new permanent casino gaming floor space, significant amount of on-site parking, and then other support facilities. Understand it's somewhere in the neighborhood of in excess of $700 million, and we expect much of the very significant amounts of ancillary support development in what we're calling the entertainment district surrounding where the Two Kings Casino will be, to be being announced and start to move forward over the course of 2024, 25, and certainly beyond that time. So a lot of exciting things will be happening in and around Exit 5 on 85 here in Kings Mountain in the next number of months, number of years, and it will certainly add to the economic vibrancy, to the jobs, to the investment in our community, and will allow a lot of good quality things to happen. So we're excited about that, but at the same time, we'll be paying very close attention to make sure that those projects are subject to very detailed development agreements, very well regulated, and very much done in the best interest of the community as a whole, so that they do provide high quality investment, good jobs, effective transportation planning. They look out for the environment, they look out for the well-being of those who live in and around that area, and that they can be a real credit to our community and to this region, so that people will really be excited about coming to Kings Mountain and be excited about the future of what we are and will become as a community. So 24 and beyond, times to look forward to. We think the economy will be strong. We think you'll see a lot more demand for growth in our area, and also a lot more in the way of residential development, not just in and around the entertainment district, but in many parts of our community, particularly in the south, in the west, and in more of the middle portion of the community. That's our update for now, and just allow me to take this opportunity to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and a wonderful, safe end to 2023.